This was introduced to me in 1984 from some of my Army friends that were stationed in Korea. And when I first tried it, I really liked it. And now I've been kind of addicted to it for years and following the traditional way of doing it. So I'm going to go over some of these ingredients. First, obviously, is the cabbage here. And this is called Napa cabbage. And it's not like your typical cabbage that you would buy in a grocery store, but you can get this in a grocery store. It's just not the round type. And I'm going to be using probably about 4 pounds worth. Each one of these is about 2 pounds. Then this here is called daikon radish. And then over here, I got something called hot pepper flakes. And again, from an Asian grocery store. Then over here, I've got what's called a fish sauce. This blue bottle right here. And then I have something else right here. It's called shrimp sauce. Very strong and very powerful stuff, so you don't need a lot of this. I'll try and explain a little bit of that later. And then obviously you can have salt to create the fermentation of it. And I'm using a Himalayan sea salt. And it's harvested at over 10,000 feet. It's all natural. You can use pretty much, let me see here, sea salt or Korean salt, but never use anything with iodine in it. It will interfere with the fermentation of the kimchi. So, with that said, there's other ingredients over here. I grab my other bowl. I got onion, I got scallions, I got garlic in here, and I got a good sized piece of ginger. And we'll show you some more of this in a little bit here. What do you think, Stu? Now the other way you can cut this is after I cut the core off right here, you can pull off each individual leaf like this, inspect it to make sure that you ain't got no rot spots or any kind of debris or bugs or anything like that. And then put it all together again, maybe 5 or 6 pieces together. And then you just cut it again about 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. So I measured out about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sea salt here. All I'm going to do is start sprinkling it on. And then I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to add some more cabbage. And then I'm going to add some more sea salt. Stu, go lay down, be a good boy. Just keep adding it, and then add some more cabbage. Add some more of, actually it's Himalayan sea salt. It's got a pink color to it, and it's all natural. No iodine, remember, no iodine. It will ruin everything. So all my Himalayan salt has been added to this, and this now is going to shrink down. And it's going to be probably about 90 minutes on up to 2 hours. And I used about a tablespoon of salt per pound of the cabbage. So if it's 6:30 right now, that means I got to be back here at 8 o'clock to rinse all this. And I'll show you that process too. So this is another step that I'm on right now. The Napa cabbage is still fermenting. Still got another 25-30 minutes to go. But right now, I've got my garlic, I've got onion, and I've got my ginger, and my shrimp sauce and fish sauce right here. And everything's going to be put into this container. And this machine right here is called a Ninja machine. It's going to blend everything up. And then I'm also going to add some of my hot pepper powder, along with a tablespoon or 2 of sugar. And I'll show you the results very shortly. So everything's in my blender right now, all my ingredients, and I'm going to blend it up with this Ninja machine. That should do it. So my fermentation on the cabbage is done, and I've already rinsed this stuff right now, maybe 3 or 4 times, and as it got rinsed, it goes into a strainer over here until all the moisture comes out, but we don't want no more salt in there. We're going to rinse it only in cold water We're not going to squeeze the cabbage either because you'll damage the fibers in it and you'll ruin the texture of it, and it's just not a cool thing to do. So, anyways, getting close to the final completion here. So right now I'm working on the scallions, and I'll be trimming off these little roots right here at the end, and they're going to be going about a 1/2 inch, every single 1/2 inch basically. And when I get to these thinner versions right here, I'll probably make these more like 1 inch long or something like that. And then this daikon radish, I'm going to cut that down into like, oh, maybe like little carrot sizes. And this big giant one here, I'm going to have to split it. And you can also peel these. You can peel these right there. That's my drink right there. I drank that much Kentucky bourbon and Coke with... I ain't got no adult supervision tonight. Hope I get this all right. So this is the size of the cuts that I've been making on the scallions right here. And I hope I get this scene okay. So this is the daikon radish along with the scallions that have been chopped up. And we're going to be adding the sauce that I ran through the blender right here, and that consisted of the garlic, the ginger, the onion, the fish sauce, and the crab sauce, along with 2 tablespoons of sugar, and of course our Asian hot pepper flakes. And we'll be adding it to this, and then we're going to be starting to take the cabbage, which has been rinsed and drained and fermented, or fermenting, penetrated with the salt. Then we're going to add that to the vegetables right here. Hang on. So I just added this sauce here, and the super hot sauce. In fact, it's so powerful that it'll make your eyes water. Super, super strong. And now we're just going to start blending it in with the daikon radish and the scallions, and then we're going to start feeding in the cabbage. So, I just added in some of the cabbage to the daikon radish and the sauce, and now I'm starting to move that around. All I'm doing is just flipping it around just like you're making a potato salad, but be gentle with it. Do not mess up the lettuce so much. Cabbage so much. So, everything was packed in a jar, and I pushed it down very snug, actually kind of tight. But I also left a 1/2 inch at the top, because when you seal with your lids here, the kimchi is going to start rising to the top as it ferments. So this is it. This is the end result. It's all done. It's all packed, and I will be testing this in the next 48 to 72 hours, and it will be under pressure. So when you open it up, it will kind of explode on you if you're not careful. You open it too quickly, or if you shake the jar, it'll be like a bottle of champagne under pressure. So be cautious with that. And it's got a whole bunch of probiotics in it, super healthy for you. Actually, probably 100 times more healthier than yogurt. Yogurt is more of a glorified pudding or snack for people, but this is 100 times more better for you. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like it. Any questions, drop me a message, and I will answer it. Take care. Have a good New Year's.